This is a story about a woman named Lori and the unsettling discovery she made in her new home. It's a true account that still sends chills down my spine. Lori and her husband had just moved into their dream house. It was a beautiful old home, the kind with lots of character and history. One day, while exploring the dusty attic, Lori found a small, antique trunk tucked away in a dark corner. Curious, she managed to pry it open. Inside, beneath layers of old, yellowed fabric, she found a collection of old photographs and letters. But what really caught her eye was a series of vintage wedding photos, all featuring the same beautiful bride, but with a different groom in each picture. As she sorted through them, a pattern emerged. There were at least 5 different grooms, all smiling next to this mysterious woman. Intrigued, Lori started doing some research online, cross-referencing names and dates from the letters she found with the photos. What she uncovered was horrifying. Each of the men in the photos had mysteriously disappeared shortly after their wedding day. They were all from different towns, different states even, making the connections hard to trace back then. But Lori had the evidence right in her hands. The bride, whose name she learned was Esther, seemed to move from place to place, leaving a trail of missing husbands in her wake. There were no records of divorce, no explanations, just men who vanished into thin air. Lori then looked closer at the house's history and made a chilling connection. The house they were living in once belonged to Esther. She had inherited it, used it as a home base. And it was the one constant in her transient life. The most disturbing part: the police at the time had investigated some of the disappearances. But with no bodies and limited communication between jurisdictions, the cases all went cold. Esther was never a suspect. Lori realized she was living in the house of a potential serial black widow from the early 20th century. The trunk in the attic was Esther's collection of trophies. Imagine finding that in your own home, realizing the walls around you hold such a dark secret. Lori and her husband, needless to say, were deeply unsettled. They contacted local historians and even a cold case detective, sharing their findings. The story became a local legend, a terrifying reminder that sometimes the most horrifying tales are the true ones, hidden away in a dusty old trunk. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories.